this is how it looks like. This is basically the charger and this is the power commander. Now the charger is connected and you'll see the voltage going up. See, it is going up 11.8, 11.9. This will connect with the charger connector which is placed over here. So I have routed the cable from here, and from here it goes inside like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys already know, my RS457 has been suffering with battery drain issues since a long time, and it's been almost 2 years that I purchased this motorcycle. It has clocked over 30,000 kilometers, but every time I leave it over 10 days, the bike just refuses to self-start, which means that the battery is draining continuously. And for your kind information, my TFT screen has been replaced. The battery also has been replaced 3 months ago. Initially I thought it's an issue with the battery, so I got it replaced. I got a new Excite battery, but even after that, last week when I cranked it after 10 days, it refused to start. I have made that video, and many people say that changing the RR unit will resolve this issue. So I am in process of getting the RR unit replaced on my RS457. But in the meantime, I found something from Jado MT100. This is a two-way charger which is going to help in these situations where the battery is completely drained, and it will help charge the battery. So I'm going to do a full installation of this particular Jado MT100 two-way charger on my motorcycle. We'll see how it works. So you don't want to miss any part of this video, and hence let's get started with the video. This is the Jado MT100 two-way charger. The model name is MT100. It is from the company Jado MT100. If you remember, I have showcased their Android Auto and CarPlay device, which is directly compatible with BMW motorcycles. This is from the same company, and this is a collaboration product that I have received. So I thought let's try it on my RS457. It says two-way charger over here, and various other specifications are mentioned over here. So let's open and unbox it. So this is how it looks like. This is basically the charger, and this is the power commander or the power module. When I look at the back, there are wiring and there is also a fuse. So this is the main unit. It says Jado and 100 watts because it supports 100 watts of input and output. So there are two charging ports. One is a type C and one is a type A, and here is the connector. So this particular connector, this will get attached to it, and the end part has a fuse and positive negative terminal which will be attached to the battery. Apart from that, there is an instruction manual and some zip ties and mounts to be mounted on the motorcycle. This particular charger is called as two-way charger because it can charge any particular device while you're riding your motorcycle, like your phone or your Senna or your GoPro, and it can also work as a charger for the battery of the motorcycle. Whenever the charge is drained on the main 12 volts battery, you can use the type C port which is over here, and this will charge the battery which is there on the motorcycle. Whereas the USB port, it can be only used to draw power from the battery, and it's a IP68 rated product, so there is no issue of any water damage or water seepage getting inside the charger. So let's go ahead and install this on my RS457. To mount the charger, I am going to use this metal bracket which is provided. So there is a nut over here which holds the clutch in position. So I'll loose this nut and place it inside like this. So the charger will be somewhere over here like this, and this particular flat mount will be used to mount the charger. So there is a double side tape to it which will stick over here, something like this, and then from here the wiring will go inside. So this is the nut that I have removed from here, and this bracket will go inside like this and then into this particular slot. So there is a double side tape provided onto the charger. So since the mount is ready, I'm gonna stick it like this. And now I'll do the wiring and everything. So to do the wiring, I'll have to open all the panels, and then the wiring will go from inside and connect to the battery. Now that I have unmounted all the nuts and bolts, it's time to remove the fairing. So this is the entire fairing. I will have to make the wire route from here, and then it will go towards the back. So I'll have to open these two panels as well. The wiring is almost ready. So you can see the other end of the connector. It is over here. This will connect with the charger connector, which is placed over here. So I have routed the cable from here. It goes inside from this frame and then comes out over here, and from here it goes inside like this, and here is where I have placed the adapter. So this is the power commander module, which will be sitting right over here, and from here the wire comes inside like this, and it will be mounted over here. So before doing all these things, there are a couple of things that I need to take care of, because this particular wire is very close to the engine. It might get burnt, so I am using this heat shield protector, which will protect this wire from extreme heat. So I'll wrap it from here till the place where engine can harm the wire, and then there is a dual side tape to this adapter, which will be sticking to the main frame over here, and the remaining wire which is left over here will be zip tied, and also same goes for this side. Finally, the wiring has been completed. So this is the wire that is going inside. You can see I have also wrapped it with electrical tape to give some extra protection apart from the heat shield, so nothing will happen to it, and it is not touching the engine anywhere. I have used a zip tie to mount it to this pipe so that it does not touch the metal part directly. And then over here is the power commander, which is sitting inside, and from here you can see the extra wire is coiled over here, and then it travels to the battery where the positive and the negative terminal is attached. And in the front also, this is the extra wire that I have coiled over here, and the coupler is connected. It goes from here through these wirings. I have used these two clamps to clamp the extra wire, and here is the charger. So since it is connected to the battery right now, there is a button over here to activate it. If I press it, it got activated, and now it is drawing power from the battery. It can be used to charge any of my devices using type C or type A port. But if I want to charge the device, I will have to use the type C port only, and let's see what happens when I charge the device. So I'm using this USB type C adapter, which can be used to charge a laptop. This is basically HP charger for my laptop, which produces 65 watts of output. So maximum of 100 watts is supported. Let's switch on this and see what happens here. Yes, when I press the button, it started turning blue, which means that it is charging the battery right now. It is flashing continuously blue. So blue flash means the battery is getting charged. This particular battery is getting charged. And if I remove the charger, let's say I switch it off and I remove it, the indication is off, and if I press it again, it illuminates in green color, which means that it is drawing out power from the battery. So this is how it works. And you might think that if it is directly connected to the battery, won't it draw more power when the bike is still switched off? So there is an automatic cutoff feature which is given on this device, where if you keep the device idle for 15 seconds, it will stop drawing the power from the battery. So you can see as of now, this particular LED is illuminated, but as I speak, this will go off. See, it went off. So within 50 seconds, it auto cuts off to make sure that the battery is not getting drained. And if I want to charge it, I'll use my type C adapter, and you can use any charger. It can be a 20 watt, 50 watt, maximum of 100 watts to charge your bike's battery. And once you plug it, yeah, it started flashing blue. As you can see, all the fitting has been done. I just kept this battery cover open to test the voltage, but let's test it out in the TFT screen first. So as of now my bike battery shows as 11.7 volts and the charger is not connected. So let's connect the charger and then see. Now the charger is connected and you'll see the voltage going up. See, it is going up 11.8, 11.9, 12. So it means that the charger is working. So I have connected my laptop charger to the USB-C port and the voltage is 12.0 volt. There is nothing else which is connected over here. And if I want, I did check it from this manual multimeter. When the charger is connected it shows 12.1 volts and when it is not connected it shows 11.6, 11.7 volts. So you see it is gradually increasing. It went to 12.2, which means that the charger is working as expected, and the moment I remove this charger it will start going down. See, it starts going down when the charger is removed. So this is a very handful device for all the RS457s and any other vehicle. It's good to have if you run out of battery, because many of you guys might say when you plan to go out of station or you plan to leave your motorcycle for a long time, just disconnected one of the battery terminals. But the point is, we don't know for how much time we are not going to use the motorcycle, because in my situation I might use it tomorrow, I might not use it tomorrow, I might not use it for next 5 days. I'm really not sure, so I cannot plan to remove these terminals every now and then. So in this case, this Jado MT100 comes in really handy. Now coming to the price of this MT100, because it is a high-end product, it does not come cheap. It costs around $100, but if you use my coupon code Prakash Suraj, you will get a discount of $9, so the effective price will be $91. So all over India shipping is included, all the charges and custom duty, everything is included when you buy the product. You need not pay for anything. But if you're having a big bike and you want to travel stress-free, and for a motorcycle like RS457 where the battery drains too quickly, these kind of devices are really helpful. And mind you, this is a very high quality product. It is completely made up of metal, and once you receive the product, once you check it out, take it out, and you feel the quality, it is at another level, guys. And you see the way I have integrated it, it does not look like an extra accessory. There is a clamp which is running from here and then it got fixed, and this is very sturdy, it is not moving at all. So it's a really good product, highly recommended. If you want to purchase it, the link is mentioned in the description section down below, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this product? And with that, I will sign off from this video and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.